Hey everyone, it's almost Valentine's Day, and I hope each and every single one of you has found that special someone. But remember, love can kill. And with that, stay haunted, my friends, and enjoy the video. It was a normal day at school. A teenage girl named Katie opened her locker and was shocked to find a single red rose lying inside. Beneath it was a note that read, "From your secret admirer." She was very excited because she had never had a boyfriend before. Now, a mysterious someone had taken a liking to her. The girl's heart was bursting with joy. Every day, when she checked her locker, she found something new inside. Some days, it was a box of chocolates or a bouquet of roses. Other days, it was a love poem or a heartfelt letter. After about a month, Katie was dying to know who her secret admirer was. One afternoon, she left a note in her locker that read, "Can we meet in the lunchroom tomorrow? I'm curious about who you are. Yes or no? Please check one." The next morning, when she opened her locker, she looked at the note and found that her secret admirer had checked no. Beneath that, he had written, "I am sorry, my sweet love, but I cannot take the risk of revealing myself in front of the whole school. However, I shall meet you in a more private venue. You will see me in your house tonight." Katie felt as if there were butterflies in her stomach. She was thrilled, but also a little nervous. Her parents were scheduled to go out for dinner that very night. She would be all alone in the house when her secret admirer came to call. She decided to ask her best friend, Allison, to come over and keep her company. After school, Katie went straight home and started getting ready. Shortly after her parents had left the house, Allison arrived at the front door. She helped Katie style her hair, paint her nails, and apply her makeup. They waited patiently for the doorbell to ring. After a few hours, they began to wonder if the secret admirer was ever going to show up. The girls grew impatient and watched a movie to take their minds off of it. As the clock struck midnight, Katie had given up on ever seeing her Prince Charming. Allison told her friend that she was tired and would have to go home. Katie said goodbye to her friend at the door, then went upstairs to get dressed for bed. Just as she was drifting off to sleep, she thought she heard a noise downstairs. She assumed it was just her parents coming home early. The next thing she heard was the sound of footsteps coming up the stairs. Then, her bedroom door creaked open, and there, in the moonlight, stood a handsome teenage boy. "Hi, Katie," he said, as a smile spread across his face. "I was your secret admirer." Katie sat up in bed and rubbed her eyes. The handsome boy walked over to her bedside and embraced her, his hands tightly clutching her shoulders. His cheek rubbed against her face, and she could feel his hot breath on her neck. He softly whispered in her ear, "I don't know how to tell you this, but I have fallen in love with someone else." Before she had time to react, she felt a sharp pain in her chest. She looked down and saw that the boy had stabbed her with a knife. As blood dribbled out of her mouth, she collapsed on the bed and struggled to breathe. "I'm sorry," said the boy. "You were number 3, but it's time for me to move on to number 4. Then, he reached out and pulled the knife from her chest. The life ebbed from her veins, and a pool of red spread out across her bedsheets. Katie tried to speak, but all that came out was a gurgle. "Goodbye, my love," said the boy, as he quietly left her bedroom and escaped into the darkness. When Katie's parents came home, they found their daughter lying dead in her bedroom. The father and mother began screaming and crying. Their only daughter had been brutally murdered. Her sheets were covered in blood, and a single red rose had been placed between her teeth. A month later, Allison was back at school. It had taken her a long time to recover from the murder of her best friend. When she opened her locker, she was shocked to find a single red rose lying inside. Beneath it was a note that read, "From your secret admirer." Thank you for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any Tales by the Campfire. And remember, stay haunted, my friends. I'll see you next time.